What do you need to know if you're buying or selling your home right now? Well, let's find out from an expert. Joining us is realtor Justin Havre, owner of Justin Havre and Associates RE/MAX First. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning, Sue and Andy. How are you guys this morning?
Oh, we're good. We're excited to talk to you because, boy, this is not something you would expect perhaps during a downturn and a difficult time, this pandemic. But this market, this housing market in Calgary is super hot. And this conversation was sparked by a Facebook post I saw on your page about another sale over asking. And then your question was, that it was starting to become quite normal. When might we see $100,000 over asking in the city of Calgary? Do you think that's even possible?
It is possible, and it is happening right now.
Wow.
As of Saturday night, actually, we had one property that we sold here in Southwest Calgary. We sold it at $105,000 over asking price.
Wow, incredible. So I'm wondering, Justin, because I was very interested when Sue was telling me the story, because I got a couple of friends who are selling right now and in the market for a new home, and they were telling me about before they were officially on the market, people starting to bid. So what is the strategy? What can you tell people who have to find a new home to have success?
Well, I mean, if you're a seller in this market, you probably don't want to sell it before you hit the open market, because you could leave tens of thousands of dollars on the table. So I would strongly urge against that. Allow the market to get into the home so that the buyers could bid on it. Now, if you're a buyer in this market, it's kind of like looking for toilet paper a year ago, right? You're scrambling for it. But, the thing here is also to, be smart about it. Because, a lot of people are getting caught up in the hype. And clearly, it is very exciting in the real estate market right now. And it's a lot of that excitement that's obviously getting people to bid on these properties, which is great for sellers, frustrating for buyers. But a buyer in today's market need to ensure that they have a pre-approval already in place. Don't just have a conversation with your mortgage broker or your bank. Actually submit all the paperwork that the bank requires to get you a mortgage. Get a pre-approval letter. If you are going to be pulling out your money from your RRSPs for your down payment, make sure that you have your entire deposit in your bank account ready to go. Because when you're out there looking at homes, and if you're in the property, you may have to make a decision right there and then that this is the house that you want to put an offer on.
And you got to be prepared. Justin, I just had a great idea. I can sell my house, make a fortune. So why would I bother even getting a realtor? I'm going to do it myself. That's smart, right?
Well, you know what? True. Someone can sell the home on their own, but in this marketplace, you do want to have a professional to handle it, because there are several tactics that you need to do in order to ensure that you get the maximum out of the marketplace. And if you are a seller, top dollar makes a big difference, because if you're going to either move somewhere else or downsize, every dollar counts.
When is the correction going to come, Justin? How long can we expect something like this to last? I guess nobody really knows, but can this last for months and months or a year?
Oh, man, I wish I had the crystal ball. Right? But, this could end as quickly as it started. And we're starting to see, obviously, a lot of the banks trying to pressure the government to put in some more restrictions to try to cool the housing market. Interest rates are going up, so that will naturally also slow the market down. We are going to also see more inventory hit the market here in the spring, which will also help with the supply. Now, in 2006, we had a similar craziness in the marketplace here, but at that time, we were down to 700 active listings at one point in time. Right now, we're sitting on about 5,400 active listings in our marketplace. And with 2,900 listings selling here in March, we are sitting with about a month and a half of inventory, or close to 2 months, I should say. So it's moving quickly out there. So if you see something you like, you got to make sure that you get in there on day one, and hopefully it won't sell on day one. Hopefully they will allow a few days for the buyers to get through the property.
So really, people need to do their homework, find a realtor that they trust, and let the system work, because there could be money to be made, but you have to do it the right way, correct?
Well, yeah. If you're a seller, obviously you want to try to maximize and take advantage of the market right now. We've had sellers that were considering selling later on in the year that have decided to take advantage of this market right now, because we don't know how long it's going to last. when we saw this market in '06, it lasted for about 6 or 7 months. And, we could see something similar happen here right now. But what we're also seeing is, Calgary is probably one of the last markets to see this kind of activity across Canada. We have seen, obviously, a ton of bidding wars out in Ontario where homes are selling for upwards of $700,000 over asking, where $100,000 to $200,000 over asking is normal. In other markets, they're only allowing 10-minute showing times.
Wow, it is.
So you're in a house for 10 minutes and you have to make a decision. It's crazy.
It's not like it's a pressure cooker or anything, but yeah. Thank you so much. It is a crazy time. We're going to wrap up for time, but thank you for your insight, Justin, because people need all the info they can get. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for having me.
That is Realtor Justin Havre, owner of Justin Havre & Associates, RE/MAX First at justinhavre.com.